What's good, YouTube? Swiftly here, back with another NBA 2K25 video, and in today's video I have another episode of Rare Builds for you guys. As you can see on your screen, today's episode we are going to be creating a 3-level scoring board hunter. With that being said, let's jump into the build. Now we're going to be making our build at the power forward position. We're going 6'8", 239 pounds with a 7'3" wingspan. Now you can just see what your max caps are going to be for this build with this template. Obviously you can change this and tweak it how you like, but with this template you're looking at a 99 layup, close shot, driving dunk, standing dunk. Also can possibly get a 99 pass accuracy, 99 interior, 92 perimeter defense with a 95 steal. You know, pretty decent physicals as well, 85 speed, agility, 95 strength, and 94 vertical. So do keep that in mind when you do make these builds or whatever, to look at what your max potential is going to be, because when you do get your cap breakers for your build, when you rep up, you can make your build better and reach higher thresholds and maybe unlock Hall of Fame or even legendary badges. So do keep that in mind. Obviously, like I said, you could tweak this to your liking, but this is just what I went with for my build. And keep in mind, this is just a template so you guys can get the 3-level scoring board hunter name. Doesn't mean that this is the best possible 3-level scoring board hunter. It's just so you guys can have a template in mind for you guys to, you know, get this build name. So with that being said, let's jump into the attributes. Now I went with a 73 close shot. We went with a 73 driving layup. Then I went with a 93 driving dunk because I do want contact dunks and I do want you know, decent dunking animations with this build. So we're going to go with the 93 driving dunk. Eventually you'll see we'll unlock that posterizer, but for right now you're seeing that these stats are pretty decent. Now obviously with cap breakers you can raise, you know, your standing, your post control, you can max out your driving dunk, you can get your layup and close shot higher if you choose to do those things. But just with these stats alone, 73, 73, 93, we're very decent, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to finishing. We could run a pick and roll with our guard. We could do backdoor cuts and catch alley-oops and lobs and whatnot. We're going to have gold posterizer. We're also going to have gold aerial wizard. So there's going to be a lot that we can do, you know, with this build to get us. So matter of fact, let me just hurry up and throw the vertical in there real quick just so you guys can see what I mean. Boom. So 82 vertical, you're looking at Hall of Fame aerial wizard and gold posterizer. And do keep in mind that with cap breakers, you can rise this up and make this Hall of Fame posterizer as well, because you get 15 cap breakers. You see we only need a 96 driving dunk, so that's 3 more points into 96 driving dunk and 3 more points into our vertical to unlock Hall of Fame posterizer. So like I said, keep that in mind when you're making these builds. You can do with your cap breakers. I'm not saying to make the build with cap breakers in mind, but keep an open mind that, you know what, I don't need Hall of Fame, because with cap breakers I can push this to Hall of Fame eventually, you know what I mean. Don't build your build, you know, completely around cap breakers, but keep it in mind when you are making a build. So then moving on, we have a 87 mid-range and a 78 3-ball, which is going to be more than enough for us to obviously space the floor. See, we're going to have silver deadeye, silver set shot specialist, and we're also going to have shifty shooter and I want to say silver, possibly gold, based on, you know, the agility and the speed and all of that stuff. For the playmaking, we're going to go with a 75 pass accuracy, a 73 ball handle, and then we're going to go with a 68 ball handle, which is going to give us a high enough threshold to get bronze lightning launch, and we're also going to be a high enough threshold to get that you know, Jokic dribble style, which I like to use for my bigs. Obviously we're going to be on the shorter side at 6'8", so we're gonna have access to better dribble styles, but do keep that in mind. You know, if you are looking for a big man dribble style, definitely Jokic is one of the better ones. But with our playmaking, we're looking at a 75 pass accuracy, 73 ball handle, you know, bronze handles for days, bronze unpluckable, and then we have silver break starter and silver dimer. In this game, you kind of want to hover around that 70 to 80 mark. Anything below a 70, you're going to be throwing nasty passes and turning the ball over a lot. So I recommend you guys try to get in between that, really that 75 to 80 threshold. Obviously if you're budgeting on your build, you can go 70 and then use cap breakers to get that up later, but I would recommend you try to get like 70, 80, 75 to 80 is really like the minimum you want to go. If you're going to be playing fives, obviously you could get away with a lot more if you only play twos or threes in part. Moving on to defense, we're going to go with a 74 interior defense, 85 perimeter, like that, and then we're going to go with an 84 block to help us get those badges in the paint. And then for our rebounding, we're going to an 85 offensive rebound and an 85 defensive rebound. Obviously, this build is called the board hunter, and you want to be able to hunt boards on both sides of your floor, not just defensively but offensively as well too. And then again, you have that 74 interior defense and that 84 block, getting you silver high flying denier and silver paint patroller along with silver pogo stick. You'll be able to play some defense down low in the paint, and we have that 85 perimeter. So if we are playing with somebody who's a perimeter type of player, or you know they're running a pick and roll and you need to switch onto a guard or whatever, you have an 85 perimeter to lock up that perimeter as well as the interior. You know, you're just inside and out defensively, which I like to, you know, always have on my small forwards and power forwards if I can, to have some interior defense and some perimeter defense, so you're not weak on the switches or anything like that. Then moving on to the physicals, we're going with an 80 speed, we're going with a 75 agility, we're going with an 83 strength. And the only reason why we're going with an 83 strength is because we don't have a high enough ball handle. We only have a 73 ball handle. If I had a higher ball handle, I would have put that extra point into strength to get Hall of Fame strong handle. But because we only have a 73 ball handle and we're budgeting our playmaking a little bit, you know, we're not going to put those points on there. We're going to go 83, just so that we get gold box out beast and that silver brick wall. So that right there is why we went 83. You see those two badges popping up right there. And do keep in mind though, with cap breakers, you can still raise this. We can get a total of 15 cap breakers, which means you can use 4 points to raise your ball handle up to a 77 for strong handle, and then use that one last point to put into strength to unlock Hall of Fame strong handle. So that's what I mean by keeping in mind your cap breakers on your build, that you know you can you know do these things and get your build just slightly better. So this is what the build overall looks like. Decent finishing, some good shooting so you can space the floor, decent playmaking, and decent defense, along with rebounding and, you know, good physicals. Obviously, like I said, with cap breakers, you can raise any of these things and make the build a little bit better. But ultimately, this is just a template so you guys can get that 3-level scoring board hunter, you know, build name. You obviously can tweak the build to your liking, but this is just what I came up with. And then, of course, we see the shades of, we see Tari Eason, Scotty Barnes, and, of course, Suns legend Sean Marion. And then, of course, you'll see our build name, which, of course, is the 3-level scoring board hunter. So there you have it. This is my 3-level scoring board hunter build for NBA 2K25. Please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more NBA 2K25 content. And, of course, more rare builds like this. I'm out, y'all. Peace.